everyone, welcome back to my channel, Lovely Lavender Wishes. It's Renee. I hope you're having a very blessed day. Today we're still working in Proverbs. We will be in Proverbs, let's see, 18 and 19, because we're going to be focusing on Proverbs 18 verse 22. A man who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord, as well as chapter 19 verse, verse 14, a house and wealth are inherited from fathers, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. So it's all about being a good wife, something that I've been meditating on again this whole season and trying to be a better wife. And I've been married to my husband we're going on 26 years now. And I'm always looking for ways to, be a better wife to him and better helpmeet. And so this page is for all you wives out there or women who are going to be wives or whatever. Proverbs does have some great advice to women. The whole Bible does about marriage and being a good wife. So let's focus on that today. So we're going to do a few things. You're going to need 2 doilies. If you want to do what I'm doing, 2 doilies, different sizes. I downloaded this picture from Amazon, or no, sorry, not Amazon, Google, somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where I found this. I have a folder on my computer, and whenever I see an image that I like, I just kind of throw it into that folder. And so this has been in there for a while, and I've been wanting to use it, and it looks like she's in a bridal dress. So I just thought this would be perfect picture for this page. So I just printed it out on white cardstock. Again, the pictures are more vibrant in the actual picture than what my printer is printing out, but I just have to make do with what I have right now. So this is what I get. So these 2 things we're going to put to the side right now. The first thing I'm going to do really is since she's got some splatters in the picture, I was just going to add that to the page as well. So I got my, these are my little pearlescent watercolors, and I think people have been asking me, there is no tag except for this tag, and it doesn't tell me where I got it from. I'm pretty sure I got this from Michael's. It's just a cheap little set. I don't spend a lot, especially on watercolors. It's just a pearlescent type watercolor. So I think any kind of, pearlescent watercolors will work, or any watercolor. I just like the pearlescent because it does give it a little shimmer and shine. And so I have a cup of water here and my brush. This is a pretty stiff bristle brush, and what I'm going to be using is a combination of this kind of peach color and this little pinkish color, so peach and pink, because I'm trying to match the colors in this. It's kind of like a peachish pink. So yeah, that's why I'm using these colors. No rhyme or reason. If you don't like the colors, pick other ones. It doesn't matter. Let me move this water though, just so I don't get it everywhere. And I am just going to flick, get big drops, little drops. I want some big ones, I want some little ones. The more water you add, the more droplets you'll get, the bigger droplets you'll get with more water. The less water, you'll have smaller droplets. So I want a combo. And, ooh, that was a big one. Good. Oh, yes. See, the more water you have, the bigger droplets you'll get. And I do want some big drops as well as some little drops. Let's go over here. This part's probably going to mostly be covered by the doilies in the picture, so you really don't need much. Okay. I get my paper towel, wipe my fingers off. Okay, we'll let that dry. In the meantime, while that is drying, those big drops I might have to dry off on my own a little bit, but I want to put a few of those drops onto these doilies as well, just to kind of carry it over. So I'm just gonna sprinkle it on. If you want to add more, you can go back in. Big and small. I'm just kind of want a big one somewhere on here. And if it's not as big as you want, just go in and dab some dots in, some spots in, which I think I'm gonna do. That way you can direct it where you want it to go. So I'm just gonna do that. And actually, I might go back in and do that on my page as well. Okay, so we'll move this and let that dry to the side. Clean this off so I can bring my book back over, my Bible. Okay. And yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of dab that up a little and put some of my own splotches in. You see what I'm doing? I just want some bigger splotches as well. That should be good. It should be good, but then I keep adding more. Again, as usual, I always add more. I just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna move that to the side. Roll my sleeves up a little bit. It's a rainy day here again. We're getting hit again in the south with another hurricane in the Gulf. So we're getting a lot of rain where I am at. It's supposed to come in tonight or later this afternoon and stick around for a couple days. So we'll see what happens, y'all. Keep us in your prayers, especially the people closer to the coast. We're a little bit further inland. We just get a lot of the rain. Unless we get directly hit, we'll just get a lot of rain. Okay, I'm gonna dry this so we can move on to our next part. I did not prep this page, even though I probably should have, since I do have something on the back, but I don't think this will really go through too much. But I say that, and then you never know what's gonna happen, but we'll see. And there's stuff, yeah, it might just go through. I should have probably prepped my page. We'll see. Maybe once it's dry, it won't. One time I don't follow my own advice is I always prep my page, and this time I didn't. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, once it dries, it won't look like it's going through. Some of these bigger splotches are taking a little bit longer to dry. While I'm doing that, I'm going to dry this as well. This one. Yeah, a couple of these splotches are taking a little bit longer to dry. You have to have this part dry before we can go on to the next part, because it'll react with the foil that we're going to be using. So you've got to get this dry. Flip it over and dry it from this side. Yeah, once you dry it from the other side, it doesn't look like it's going through at all. It just looked like it because it was wet. But once it dries up, it's not showing through on the other side. Good thing, good thing. Okay, let's try this one. I'm gonna have to dab up that wet spot. there's anything on here. Maybe dab up a little bit. So if you can see in the light, it's shimmery. So that's what the pearlescent watercolor does. It gives it like a shimmer and shine. Sorry, y'all. I know that is such an annoying sound. You can always fast forward through the drying part, but you can see the pearlescent watercolor gives it that little glimmer, that shimmer and shine, which I love. Just gives it, you know, your page just another little whatever. But we're going to be using foil, so I wanted the shine. Okay, so I've got this silver foil, and this one was, let's see, got it from Hobby Lobby on clearance. This was foil quill from We Are Memory Keepers. It's heat activated foil, but I don't use the heat. I just use a glue stick, and that's what we're gonna do today. I've done this before in a previous video. So I'm gonna do a border around this with this silver foil. So all you need is your reactive foil. Now, if you don't have foil, fine, do washi tape around the edge. Get some ink. You can ink up the edge. You can doodle around the edge. I mean, you don't even have to do anything around the edge, but if you wanted to kind of imitate the same type of look, you can use a variety of things. So you don't have to have the foil. You can even glue tin foil down. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can get the same type of look, but you could use the pearlescent watercolor and just make your own little border around it. Like I said, grab a pen and doodle. Get your get glitter, your gel pens, your glitter gel pens. But I have this, so I want to use what I have. Plus, I want to show you all different techniques you can use, you know, to maybe get you interested in different things that you can do. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my glue stick, and I'm just going to kind of put glue along the side. I'm just going along the edge. Now I'm going to take my foil, stick it here along the edge, and then this is when you need like a card or a buffer or like maybe something, you know, I don't know, just, you know, something that you can burnish this down with. So you're going to rub pretty firmly along the edge. You want to transfer that foil. And then when you pull up, look at that, that's so cool. You get this look, like it's not going to be in every single spot, which I like. It's kind of like it's kind of like it's aged a little bit, I guess. So I'm going to do that around all the sides. So I'm going to take my, let's get this part down here. I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm just going to run this along the bottom edge. And you want it with the foil, the shiny side up versus one side is shiny and one side is a little bit duller. You want it shiny side up. I'm gonna, again, just kind of burnish it down. And if there's spots that don't get foil, or, you know, you can always go back, put more glue, and do it again. But I like the fact that it's kind of sporadic, that it's not just one straight line. I love that. That's what gives it that kind of aged look. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing down this side. I'm just gonna go around the whole thing. It's kind of like my border. I'm just making this my border. Trying to find where I have. Yeah, you can either use heat or not use heat. I like this way where I don't have to use the heat. Oh, that is so cool. Love it. And then up here, I'm gonna go across. So it's kind of like you're making a frame. It's her wedding day. She needs to be framed in her beautiful dress. I'm trying to find where the edge of the page is. Right there. Just burnish it down. You can do it with, you know, any kind of whatever you have. I just have this card that I use for pretty much everything, so there you go. Look at that. So now you got that shimmer. So you got the little shimmer from the dots and splotches, and then you'll also have the foil. So I'm gonna move this again, and I'm gonna do the same thing with these. I'm gonna go around the edges of these. So I'm just gonna put some glue in just different spots, just kind of like, you know, there's no rhyme or reason, just kind of stick it down. I'm just going around the edge though. I'm not going in the middle. I mean, you can go in the middle if you want, but I just kind of wanted to frame this. Okay, let's see where I might have to get another piece. We'll see how. See what sticks and what doesn't. I can go back in. And you gotta hold your doily down. You gotta be careful because you got glue, so you gotta be careful as you're lifting it so you don't rip the doily. It's very, there we go. Once you get it going, it's good. Oh, look at that. I gotta get down here, so let's find another spot with foil. Just kind of decorate your doily up. Give it a little shimmer and shine as well. Okay, let's see here. Get it started. There we go. And there you go. Can you see that? So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. This one's gonna probably have just little spots. I'm gonna go around those edges, a little bit here or there. Just kind of putting the glue wherever, and we'll see what will come out of this with the foil. I mean, these foil papers, you can get quite a bit of use of. I mean, this is just a small little sheet, and I'm getting everything I need out of it. So you just find a spot, you know, that you have in your, like an open spot of foil. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, see, this one I didn't want as much, so this is perfect. I'm just gonna kind of hopefully get some extra foil pieces here. See what I can pick up. And like I said, you can always go back in. And add more if you need to. I'm just gonna use up the foil I got here. Cute, okay. See, there we go. So we'll remove this to the side. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is wipe this off real quick. Because I've got glue everywhere from the, in between the doilies. Boy, this mat has had its use for sure. I think I've had this mat for 20 some years, I think. I don't know, I've had it for years, so many years. Or at least one kind of like this, if not this one, and I just replaced it. I don't even remember, but I've had this one for years, and it's just definitely got its use. I love it. Sorry, it's all stained up and cut up. Okay. Okay. So now, really, all we're gonna do is figure out where on the page you want your doilies. And I'm also going to highlight the verses. I'm just gonna underline them. So it's let's see, chapter 18, verse 22. A man who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. You know, I remind my husband that all the time. I'm like, hey, you have favor from the Lord because you found a good wife. You found a wife, okay. And then chapter 19, verse 14, a house and wealth are inherited from fathers, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. So I just pray to the Lord that I'm a prudent wife, I'm a good helpmeet, I'm a good wife to my husband. So I underlined those. And I'm thinking, let's see, where would, maybe just kind of overlap these a little. I want to make sure the verses, I can see the verses. Maybe just like that. Okay, so then just get your glue stick, and the first thing I'm gonna do is just, I'm gonna glue this to here just so I remember that that's where I want it. There's already a little bit of glue on here still. And then I'm gonna kind of just go around here like this and glue this down. Then you can always go back in and put some extra glue. Thing with the doilies is the glue is gonna come through these little holes, so you might want to let your page lay out a little bit, or if you dab up all the glue. Otherwise, just let your page sit out for a couple hours or overnight, so then you don't close the book and the pages get glued together. I've done that before. You don't want to do that. So just kind of let your page sit out, because I can feel a little tackiness because it came through a couple of these little holes, but I'll just let it sit out and then it'll be all good to go. And then I'm just gonna glue her down. Let's see. I want these doilies to show. I just love that. It's just so pretty. It's a simple, simple page, but it's just so pretty. And I think this is just a good reminder to me, at least, that I want to be this holy, I want to be a good wife to my husband. I want to be the wife that God wants me to be. So this is like just a good reminder for me to remember to stay humble, stay as a good helpmeet to my husband, honor him, give him the respect and honor that he needs and deserves, and just all of that. I like that. I like the framing where it's just focusing on the picture, just kind of, it's like she's just this gentle, quiet spirit. I just love that. So anyways, you could always put a title up here. I'm not sure. I was debating whether I wanted to put a title or not, but I just think the simplicity of the picture for me, for this one, just speaks for itself. So I think I might just leave it. I might just date it and leave it at that. So here's the page, y'all. So here you go. You can see that. Hope you have fun, and hope this maybe, introduced you to a new technique that you might want to try. But again, if you don't have any of this stuff, don't worry about it. Just improvise, use what you have, and just have fun with it. Spend time in the Word and figure out what God's trying to speak to you about. But anyways, thank you all for joining me. I so appreciate it. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.